channel. Halal vibes, east of course, right here. Don't touch that dial here, don't you? Musta'ina is here for you. Islam channel. Musta'ina.
Ramadan is one of my favorite times of the year. It's a time we fast and pray for our family and friends. Every year, we think about sharing food with others, especially with the less fortunate. This year, we can make our thoughts happen with Lipton. Ramadan Kareem!
Musta'ina. Musta'ina.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. You are welcome to Musta'ina TV. It is important for us to understand that the month of Ramadan has come with a lot of goodies. And of course, one of the goodies that Ramadan comes with is to enlighten us on certain aspects of our life that are so touching that can affect our present life and our hereafter. Thus, we shall be looking at a very important topic, important sphere of human existence that needs a lot of concentration and study, and at the same time learning at the same time. And that is the aspect of what we call marriage. Marriage is an institution that calls for a lot of attention from those who are concerned, from the family down to those who are intending to go into that marital relationship. Thus, the title for this segment is كيف تختار شريكة الحياة وكيف تختارين شريك الحياة. How to choose the right man and how to choose the right woman. Making the right choice of partner. Life is a journey, and we know that az-zawaju fil Islam, marriage in Islam, aqdun abadi, is an eternal covenant. Thus, if you are going to go into an eternal covenant, you need to learn. Al-insan aduwwu ma jahil. Man is an enemy of what he doesn't know. A lot of people go into marriages today, and they eventually become the number one enemy of the institution called marriage. Thus, we shall be enlightening us in this segment on how to make the best of our marriage. First and foremost, introduction to this topic. Then we have to look at the importance of marriage. أهمية الزواج في الإسلام. We all understand from the Islamic perspective that Islam does not see man as an entity that can stand on its own without his partner or her partner. Thus, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran that He has created everything in pairs. Subhanalladhi khalaqal azwaja kullaha. Glory be to Him who has created everything in pairs. If Allah has done this, creating everything in pairs, there's a wisdom behind it. The reason is just that for procreation to continue, for such a species to remain within the circumference of existence. When Allah Ta'ala wants to extinguish a particular creation of His, there's a way He does it. But when He wants to preserve, He uses the coming together of the male and the female in most cases. Thus, man is not an exception to this concept and idea of remaining on the surface of the earth. Most importantly, Allah considers or Allah sees man as His vicegerent on the surface of the earth. He has a lot of role to play, and he has a lot of position, vacuums to fill. Therefore, it takes two to tangle. We need the man and we need the woman. Secondly, considering it from the Quran and the Sunnah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used to mention the word zawaj in the Quran in various places. Allah says, وَخَلَقُنَاكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا. So, zawaj, simply put in Arabic, means two things. But in the Sharia meaning, in the Islamic concept, it means ta'aqudun, the coming together, بين رجل وامرأة, between a man and a woman, يقصد به, with the intention, استمتاع كل منهما بالآخر, that each of them would enjoy the other person. وتكوين بيت مسلم, and the intention again is to establish a Muslim family. ومجتمع سليم, and a very peaceful society. This is where marriage engages the society. This is where marriage extends from those two individuals, male and female, to the larger environment.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another episode of Musta'ina Business. My name is Fuad Aderoju, your regular host, and today we'll be discussing Islamic finance. What is Islamic finance? What are the options of Islamic finance? Every general topic under Islamic finance are what we'll be discussing today. And we'll be having our special guest who will be helping us in delving into the topic. I'm sure there's a lot to learn, so hook around and stay with us, inshallah. Yeah, so welcome back to Musta'ina Business. Our guest today is known to many, but I will leave him to introduce himself. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. My name is Babatunde Abdulgani Adegbindi. Let me leave it at that. I work with Lotus Capital Limited, and I do quite a number of things apart from working as a business development manager at Lotus Capital Limited. Thank you.
All right, so Mr. Babatunde Adegbindi is the professional when it comes to Islamic finance. He'll be helping us in breaking down, to the basics, everything we need to know about Islamic finance. So, Mr. Babatunde Adegbindi, my first question to you today is, what is Islamic finance?
Thank you very much for that question. So we'll just try to break it down to the barest minimum. So think of an alternative to what you have in the conventional finance. That is, taking your money to the bank, putting it in a savings account or current account, having a fixed deposit, doing transactions with the bank and getting interest. Now, an alternative to that, following what the holy books have said. And I say holy books because a lot of people believe that it's just the Quran 2 verse 275 that talks about Allah saying that you should just do trade, but don't do riba. Riba is interest, money on money, while trade is buy and sell. But funny enough and interesting enough, if you go to Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 19 to 20 in the Bible, it also talks about don't do interest. So you see, it is very clear that the topic of interest is forbidden from our Creator. So what Islamic finance is that doing finance the way the Creator has ordained it. And what is the way He has ordained it? He says do trade. What is trade? You and I from primary school, we say cost price plus selling price, cost price plus profit is equal to selling price. And basically that's trade. You get cost price and you add some profit, but how do you get that profit? These are the basics Islamic finance is trying to explain. And also the basics of Islamic finance is found, or it has its roots in the Sharia. There's what you call fiqh muamala, that is principles of Islamic jurisprudence or transactions. It tells us what you should do for you to get Islamic finance right. For example, it says don't do riba. Riba is interest. Now, what is different between interest and profit? A lot of people say they are the same, you just call it another name. But hey, they are not the same. Allah Himself says don't do riba, but you can do trade. If they are the same, He won't separate it like that. So what is interest? Interest is making money on money. So I borrowed 10 naira from you, and tomorrow I say you give me back my 10 naira but plus extra 5 naira. So the question Sharia is asking, Islam is asking is, what have you done to get that extra 5 naira? You have not partook in any risk, you have not done any transaction, you have not done any economic activity, and you want to gain. Why? Money itself is just a tool. If you don't use it in a transaction, you don't have any right to gain. So that's what Islam is saying, that for you to gain money, you must work, you must put your effort, you must take part in a risk for you to gain money. And that's why there's a very strong hadith that says the wages of a worker should not not, the sweat of a worker should not dry before you pay them the wages. What are they talking about when it comes to sweat? It is work. When you put in work, then you get wages. Now, what is profit? Profit is when I do work, the profit, the addition I get from the transaction or asset-based transaction that I have done, that gives me profit. So anytime I have profit, I can be happy that this is a result of my sweat. But when it is interest, it's just free money, kind of.
Okay, so this is kind of becoming interesting. So from your explanation now, can't I say, okay, that I'm a businessman, and what is my type of business? My business is to making money, providing money for people to whether to trade or to meet any form of need at the time. No. So if I say that is my choosing business, am I expected to make profit from that? Now,
it's possible in two ways. So, for example, there's what you call, there is an account in Islamic banking that you call qard account. A qard account is just like what Allah said in Quran, that a godly loan. And a godly loan is, I give you 10 naira, I take back 10 naira. No addition, no subtraction. So for you as a business person that you want to loan money out to people to do business, you need to be sure what type of money do you want to lend out. Do you want to just support people so that they can do their business, but you get exactly what you have given out back? That's a qard al-hasan. Now that's one. The other one is that, not qard al-hasan, it's just a qard or a godly loan. Now the other one is the one you put into business transaction. So depending on the structures, there are so many structures. You have ijara, you have murabaha, you have mudaraba, you have musharaka, you have salam, you have istisna. There are so many structures. So you bringing out money, you need to agree with the next person you are doing that business with. What structure are you using? If you are using an ijara structure, then you follow the terms of ijara structure. You make money from the ijara structure. If you are using a murabaha or a mudaraba, whatever structure you are using, it explains how you make money. But you don't just give money out and you expect that there will be an addition. That becomes riba automatically.
You are at home. I'm sure with this very few explanation that my brother here has explained to us, Mr. Batunde and TVC, I'm sure one way or the other, we must have learned one or two things. If you are into the business of giving out money to people, at least you should, as you explained, you should be able to differentiate which of Islamic financing options you are doing, in order for us to make sure that you're not just taking riba, engaging in riba, as you may want to have it. So with that will be the end of this segment. Join us next time on Musta'ina Business. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ramadan is one of my favorite times of the year. It's a time we fast and pray for our family and friends. Every year, we think about sharing food with others, especially with the less fortunate. This year, we can make our thoughts happen with Lipton. Ramadan Kareem!
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to another episode of Musta'ina on the Street. I'm Kautar Adelupe.
I am Black Child.
My name is Fuad, and this is Musta'ina on the Street.
And as you all know, we'll be going live on the street to ask people questions that are related to Islam. It's basically for Muslims and non-Muslims. Let's get to it. My name is Black Child. What's your own name?
My name is Solapi. My name is Legit.
Nice and legit. Legit.
My name is Sibe. Nchideka Emilia Ezansiobi.
My name is Oluwasegun.
When they ask you, what's Islam mean? Like, what's your view on Islam? What will you say?
Islamic means, let me say, those people that pray in mosque, they go to mosque every day. So that is what I understand by Islam.
Islam na wetin we have call Islam na religion wey dem dey practice.
Àwọn pé Mùsùlùmí lélẹ̀, iṣẹ́ ìwà ẹ̀, ìṣesí ẹ̀, àwọn pé Mùsùlùmí ni. ìborí lọ́wọ́ number one akọ wẹ́n obìnrin ni aborí àwọn ọkùnrin mùsùlùmí dáwọ́ ọkùnrin ni tó bá dé kíní tẹ̀lifá wà rẹ̀ tẹ̀síwì lọ wà rẹ̀ ìwà àti iṣẹ́ wọn pé mùsùlùmí lélẹ̀ iná fún wọn pé mùsùlùmí lélẹ̀.
Muslim. Anyway, Muslim is a religion that they have their own way of worshiping God. So
I don't have much to say about Islam, but what I know and what they taught me about Islam is a religion. It's different from Christian religion. So I don't even know much about that because I'm not a Muslim. So that's...
Muslims. I don't have like Muslim friends like that, but the one I have, they are good. I would say it's people's religion.
It's a religion?
Yeah, it's a religion.
What do you know about the religion?
Not much, other than it's a religion in Nigeria and all over the world. So they pray like 5 times a day. They celebrate Muslim festivals like Eid Kabir, Eid Fitri, and there is public holiday when these festivals are celebrated. Even they celebrate birthdays for their founder Muhammad.
So when Muslims say I want to go pray, what do they mean?
Or something like that.
And like what do you think say that they do when they pray? How do you think say that they do them?
Let me first know say Muslims they do na ablution, you know they call ablution, they go wash their hair and they go wash their face. It's like to wash the sins where they don't sin or something like that.
Irun. Oh, Pakaso.
Pakaso when talk, I don't understand. So you go tell us what be Pakaso.
Yeah, that means my head is knocking at the brain. So only me crack ni mo ko ti mo fẹ́ sọ.
Wọ́n lọ bọ́lọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Ọlọ́run lọ bá àwọn òní kankan lọ bọ́ Ọlọ́run ni. Kò sí kan lọ mọ́ṣáláṣí lásán. Wọ́n lọ mọ́ṣáláṣí lásán. Wọ́n fẹ́ lọ mọ́ṣáláṣí pé wọ́n fẹ́ lọ pe Ọlọ́run. Wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ bọ́ Ọlọ́run sọ̀rọ̀.
They want to go and pray, no. And they want to go and do salat.
Yeah, is there, you know, like, can you describe a particular way they pray or where they pray?
Okay, the way they pray or where they pray. The way they bend down.
They bend down. Like, where do they pray?
Mosques.
Okay, do you know like how many times they pray?
I don't know.
Do you have an idea? Just guess.
Maybe 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the afternoon for the salat.
All right.
I don't know, sir.
It's to show that they are worshiping their religion, they are doing their religion, like Salah. They have 5 pillars of Islam that Muslim must perform. One is Salah, which Kalimatul Shahada is number 1, and second is Salah. Why the third one is fasting? Why the 4th one is Zakah? The last one is Hajj.
Wow, you know so much. That's really nice.
About the prayer, it's good that if you're a Muslim and you believe in the way of Muslim, you should join in the prayer if you want. I mean, it's not even optional for them. It's a good thing if you want to join. If you wish to join, you should join. Like, I'm a Catholic, I'm a Christian. And I know that it's necessary to pray, it's important. So I'm equally urging the Muslims, if they feel and they see that this is the way of life for them, they should continue. They should uphold it.
Do you think you can be a Muslim one day?
Pardon?
Do you think you can be a Muslim one day?
One day.
Do you think it's possible at all?
I don't think it's possible. In fact, it's not even possible, but I have no problems with Muslims. When I was 7, my roommate was a Muslim, and we lived peacefully. In fact, Haminat, if you are listening to this, you are one of the best Muslim Yorubas I've ever seen. Even one of my other friends, Usman. So I have no problem with them, but I can't be a Muslim.
All right. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank God.
No. Wetin happen? Why you no want turn Muslim? Because I love Christian.
No, I never think about that one.
Wetin happen na?
Wetin me I no even think be that for my life.
mo lè má ro lọ́kàn bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ pé ó wù mí kí n lọ ájì àti mo tẹ̀ jẹ́ muslim ó wù mí kí n tẹ̀ lọ́bẹ̀ mo ro lọ́kàn mo ti ń rò lọ́kàn pé tí n bá ní owó lónìí màá tẹ̀ lọ ájì yẹn wò màá lọ wò pé bí Ọlọ́run ṣe rí fẹ́ wo iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run bẹ̀.
lágbára Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ ṣe ní rọrùn fún yín.
àmín Ọlọ́run.
I believe it depends.
It's possible.
Yes.
It's possible. It's possible.
My background, I was born and brought up in Muslim family, in Islamic family. Okay. So I just decided on my own that I just want to be a Christian. So that's why. I don't think so, because the talent I have is about music. So I love music. So and I'm a Christian, and that's why I jumped to Christian, because of my talent. So
in a nutshell, you became a Christian because of your talent, your musical talent, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm a Christian. So in my church now, so I am part of the choir. So I use my talent. So that's why I'm Christian.
Musta'ina TV. Musta'ina. Can you feel it? Musta'ina. Mashallah program. Musta'ina. All about Islam. Musta'ina. Musta'ina TV. Musta'ina. Can you feel it? Musta'ina. We got your keys covered. Musta'ina. Connect yourself to the right channel. Halal vices, of course, right here. Don't touch that dial here, don't you? Musta'ina is here for you. Islam channel like no other. We got you covered, don't bother. We never run out of halal contents. We bring to your view tranquility. Musta'ina TV. Musta'ina. Can you feel it? Musta'ina. Mashallah program. Musta'ina. All about Islam. Musta'ina. Musta'ina TV. Musta'ina. Can you feel it? Musta'ina. We got your keys covered. Musta'ina. Rasulullah. Musta'ina. Halal group. Musta'ina.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
Ramadan, the ninth month in the Islamic calendar, is here again. This is a wonderful time to learn more about Islam and give to the cause of Allah. It's also a time when extra emphasis is on charity and good neighborliness. From the first day to the last day of Ramadan, join us on TVC from 3 to 6 a.m. every day for Ramadan Kareem. Recitation of verses in the Quran, tafsir by great Islamic scholars. Ask the Sheikh for clarity on Ramadan and Islam. What's more, you can learn and win great prizes in the Ramadan quiz segment, all spiced up with soul-stirring nasheed.
Asking for a sign from you, 'cause I'm so broke inside.
Ramadan Kareem on TVC from 3 a.m.
In the midst of cacophony of private and public schools, very few meet the desired needs of discerning Muslim parents in the areas of education, morals, and spirituality. At Tanzil Schools believes that education is total and an all-round development of the brain, body, mind, and soul, and we have uniquely blended Islamic and secular learning with uncommon mastery. At Tanzil Schools is full boarding with superb academic, human, and caregiving resources. Parents who experience at Tanzil Schools have attested to the versatility of our pupils, the dedication of our staff, and the meticulousness of our management. We have held numerous awards in both Quranic and secular competitions. The standard is world class. The fees are pocket friendly. Come on, let's nurture the children that will comfort your eyes and give you sakina in your old age. At Tanzil Schools is located in Valley View Estate after WAEC office in Bitegbugbu, Ikorodu, Lagos. Admission is on. Call now 0810-589-1274. Email info@atanzilschools.com. At Tanzil Schools, nurturing tomorrow's leaders.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking news.
إذ جعلنا البيت مثابة للناس وأمنا واتخذوا من مقام إبراهيم مصلى وعهدنا إلى